fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
New England.
They're going to look to throw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Second and 9 now. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the...
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They go play action with Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6.
That's good.
And down he goes, inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
25 yards that time. Here's Brown. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Marcus Davenport. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. UAA. He's checking crowd. Bang.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that arc, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
10, Patriots nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here comes Lindsey. Toss right. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old. They can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
On the draw, this is Fournette.
3-yard line.
I haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. The playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
Jackson
line.
and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. shotgun handoff to Brown here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
10 at the Patriots 38.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Brought down.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. But he's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Ravens 17. Patriots.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
A gain of 11.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let me feel myself little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A throw over the middle taken in, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
A shotgun give to Fournette, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point safely through. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
New England.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 3 at their 49-yard line.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
31's the mic. I hope we brought your lunch. 70 range.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Patriot first down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Keep it up. Keep it up. He's coming. Double up. Double up.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
13 yards. First down, New England.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
31's the mic.
He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. A quick throw here, that's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
52.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Jackson on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marcus Davenport, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Patriots.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Right back to Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Brown. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.